Right, here we go. It is 10 to 5, I think. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Sunday morning, or the moon. Sunday night, I should say, or Saturday night. But we are ready to go. We're kind of like half awake, and we're at Hayes. So it's cool at the moment, which is nice, but it is probably going to get swelteringly hot later. So we shall see how we go. Trying to get some goodies, fingers crossed. Well, I've literally got in and I've scored big already, thanks to Mark, who obviously was here earlier than me, but there was a guy selling, he had all sorts of stuff. He had big bags of consoles, but they were like Wii's and PS2s I weren't interested in. But what I've got for him is a couple of bits of vintage Star Wars. I've got an AT-AT. It's missing battery cover. I'll show you when I get back. Also Imperial troop transporter. I think it's a troop transporter. I have to remind myself what it is. And got a Ghost Castle off him. Loads of other board games, all really good prices. So yeah, absolutely amazing. I've spent about 60 quid already, but got loads and loads of like BOLOs actually. So good start. Right, I've just got back. I brought it all in the room. I literally am surrounded by all my finds from the weekend and all the stuff I was listing. So I'm going to very carefully film the bit that I got, and we'll take you through it. I've got some great stuff today. I'm really pleased with what I've got today. So let's make a start and go through it. Okay, let's start nice and easy with something I never normally pick up. I was hoping just to sort of nab the controllers out of this, but I asked for the price of the whole bundle. It's Wii. One of the doors is missing. About eight, 9 games. Wii wheel. Always the hope when I see that Mario Kart wheel, there might be a Mario Kart in here. We will see. All the setup. Wii Fit board. Whole lot cost a tenner. Offered a £5 for the whole lot. Wasn't having it. I thought, well, I'll get it for a tenner. I may be able to sell the bundle or maybe just the games, but not something I would normally do that. But we'll see how we go with that one. Got a couple of Kindles today. They were a £5 each, so that one was a £5. I kind of saw that it has been charged, so that's why I'd buy it. If it was a blank screen, I'd maybe think twice about it. Now I've got a couple of PS2s, Slims. Right, does anyone notice anything a bit weird about one of these? Let me know in the comments. I think it's could be a good find. This one does have the power supply, no controllers. Originally you wanted 30 quid each. I paid £10 each. May not work, but yeah, this one, a bit of a strange one. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Okay, all of this stuff I'm going through now, I'll let you know when I've finished, is from one seller. So he had some cracking stuff. Mark called me over. So first off, original AT-AT, doesn't have the guns, doesn't have the battery cover, but does have like all the legs, has the door, has the lasers, although there's a little bit of stressing on the plastic on that one. 20 quid for that. The Imperial, I think it was a troop shuttle. I'm probably getting the name wrong. I know the Imperial Transporter was a small little unit that a grey unit. It has got this cover. I just it's in with the rest of the stuff. I can see it over the other side of the room. That too was 20 quid. He also had an Ewok tree play set, and he wanted originally he wanted 25 each for these, so I got them for 20 quid each. Yeah, this Ewok set was 40, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have got that. It was unboxed. I didn't know what the makeup of it was, so like I know certain bits are missing on these two, like the gun is missing here, and but I'm gonna have I might find an original Star Wars gun in all of that, so who knows. But yeah, you never see them, so just had to get those two. So, off the same guy is, I've never had micro machines before. I don't know whether they're just very hard to pick up. I do know a local reseller who picked one up and he said he got a really good price. So, I don't know whether this is just, it looks like just a little kind of carry set thing. There's no actual cars in there. So that, the which one's that? Is that Kyle? I have to, refresh myself on my South Park. Don't know what that is. Could be a Squirtle. So those three plus this Pokemon Battle Arena game. Another bit of fairly vintage Star Wars. I guess that's sort of late 80s, early 90s. And this, which I thought was fantastic, and inside it's got the cup and the bowl. Those 5 items were a tenner for the lot, which for the vintage value, and the sort of like demand that these will sell. It's obvious these will sell. It's a no-brainer, really. I've got one more bunch of bolos from this guy. Okay, the last bunch of bolos. It is, I don't know what this is. It had Sega written on it. It just looks like a Sega remote, but it's got like a remote control on it, third party. So I don't think that's particularly good, but I might be wrong. So that, a kind of Pong console. A few of these aren't normally worth too much. Again, it could surprise me. A Radio Fin console. Good thing is it's got all these games, so if someone does sort of like collect that vintage console type stuff from late 70s, early 80s, there's a lot of games to go with it. So there's that as well, and then a big pile of, it's not the Rummy Cup, okay, I got that from someone else, it's just been bought in like that, but starting from the bottom, I've not checked the contents, but Ghost Castle was always like a massive bolo. Space Attack 2, good bolo. There's a trapdoor game, never seen it. Imagine there would be trapdoor nuts. A couple of Crystal Mazes again. I remember that being a bit of a bolo, but I've had it before and it didn't actually get that much money. So, but the Sega bits, the console and games, and all of this lot, minus the Rummy Cub, 15 quid. I mean, I do not think you can go wrong. I was so thrilled. It was the first thing I got on the boot fair, but I had to go. I was waddling back to the car with all this in my hands. The Rummy Cub I got from someone else, and it was a couple of quid, I think, something like that. Nice Furby Boom rainbow colour. That was 2 quid. I tend to pick up Furbies if they're under a fiver. PS3. It's a 4-port one. But you can obviously see that it's been opened or damaged. The guy wanted 20 quid originally. And then I sort of pointed this out. He told me that it hasn't got a hard drive. Apparently it was a friend of his, and he was going to chuck it away. So this guy was just taking it down the boot fair, just sort of chancing his arm. So I ended up offering him a fiver. And he had it. I pointed out everything that was wrong with it. So what I'll probably do, I've got a PS3 4-port that just needs a new disk drive. The disk drive is like whirring away, so I'll probably nick the one out of here and sell that one, and then put this back together and probably sell it for parts, stating that what doesn't work on it. I've got an absolutely huge. This must be like, I don't know, 30 inches tall, maybe 25, 30 inches tall. With a remote control. The only problem with this is it's got no battery cover, but these go quite well on eBay. I looked it up while I was there. I don't often do that, but had a look. There were some obviously working and complete, anything from 60 to 100, I think. I got it for a fiver. I was told it works. Obviously got to check it out, but I didn't originally wanted a tenner for it, and I didn't really want to get it because of the size of the thing, but once I got it for a fiver, I thought, I probably can't go wrong. Okay, this is the last bag. Original Scrabble, good condition. Do have spares for that if the tiles are missing, so it was a quid, not 2 quid. And then in here, we've got the power supplies for those PS2 Slims I showed you earlier. There's also a couple of Polaroids. Again, I think I've got a lot of stuff today which, you know, used to be Bolos, maybe are still Bolos. Star Wars stuff, obviously Bolo, all that, you know, Teenage Ninja Turtle stuff, that Pokemon game, and Polaroids used to be Bolo, used to always get like 30 quid for these, probably about 20 quid now. One of these was a fiver, the other was 3 quid. And then, what else have we got in here? That's the other Kindle, so that was a fiver. And I got the, let me try and remember the price. It's 3 Wii remotes and 2 nunchucks. And there's a couple of motion controller things. I just got these to help build bundles, really. That was 6 quid. And this was a couple of quid, I think. I think that's right. And like I say, the power supplies, one of them's for the PS2 Slim. The other PS2 Slim doesn't need it. But there was also a power supply for a PSP in there. So, as you can see, the whole room is absolutely full of stuff to be listed. I'm going to make my way from one end to the other, listing today. Even the table, stuff from yesterday. Some boxes over here. Again, I'm using my bubble wrap to carefully purchase valuable stock. There's some stuff hanging up. There's some stuff behind me. I am surrounded by it and it needs to get sorted, so I'm going to get on that now and hopefully get clear by Monday morning. Hope you enjoyed all that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Yeah, I am absolutely knackered, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, but I'm going to crack on getting this stuff listed and getting it put on the old listing shelves. Hopefully some of it will sell soon because I need the room. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Take it easy.